Good evening. Today is Wednesday, November 28th, 2012. Welcome to Louisiana All-Americansports.com. We are coming to you live from Bruley, Louisiana at the Bruley High School Invitational Tournament. This is Eric Hatfield, and on hand is my broadcast partner, Perry Daniels. And we are ready for a good evening of basketball. Madison Prep versus Assumption High School. We're joining the action live, 17-11. Of course, Jarrell Martin downtown runs out no good. That's the end of the first period with the score. Madison Prep leading Assumption 17-11. Apologize for the delay in the broadcast. Of course, we have, one of us has a day job quit till 5, and if you live in Baton Rouge, I don't think I need to explain what that means from a traffic standpoint. But we will have 75% of this game coming to you live and in living color. Perry?
Yes, Eric. Let's recap the first quarter for our listeners. We have Jarrell Martin with 4 points and 3 rebounds. Dwayne Dinkins hit 2 from the free throw line. Sampson had a nice slam dunk. He has a total of 2 points. Lazard, who was inserted into the starting lineup, Eric, for the first time that we've seen this year, he has a total of 6 points in the quarter to lead all scorers. And Delvin Spann has a 3-pointer the end of the quarter. For the Assumption Parish team, they have 3 from Kenyatta Charles, 4 from Michael Muse, 2 from Coy Smith, and 2 from Malik Mills.
All right, so looks like we've got, Madison Prep has a decent lead, a 2-possession lead. We're certainly going to have a lot of good basketball action here today. All right, so Assumption with the basketball. You know the mascot, Derek?
I do not.
Okay, from way downtown, and rims out no good. Kenyatta Charles, rebound Jarrell Martin. You're going to hear those words out of my lips a lot tonight. Going down court is Dwayne Dinkins with the basketball. He bounces it, puts it on the ground, swings it to Sampson. Sampson going to Martin in the ring, heading to the post, puts up a desperate shot. No good. Rebound is that is Robertson, huh? Cardell Robertson? That's yes, correct. It is. Once again, like I said during the football broadcast, if there's a vision sponsor out there, I'm your guy. 7 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the first half. And here comes Assumption High School. Bringing it up the court is Michael Muse, the point guard for Assumption.
Looks like they called traveling on Cordell once he got that rebound and tried to go back with it.
Ooh, and a block called on Brandon Sampson, and that's a generous call, Perry, because Jordan Bell, I thought I saw him step out of bounds. And then again, maybe he was given some assistance by Sampson.
And I think that's what the referee was inferring.
Muse with the basketball. Bounce pass. And they're going to swing it along the perimeter. Oh, almost stolen. So with the basketball now, that's Coy Smith. Passes back out. They're trying to work the perimeter, and I guess they've done their reconnaissance because they know that Madison Prep has had some challenges along the perimeter this year defensively.
And they're clearly undersized here, right. So they have to play what they call a 5-out basketball game.
Very good bounce pass overhead. Looks like they're working the baseline. That's Mills, and he's trapped, and it's a jump ball. And was there a timeout?
Yeah, Mills got timeout before the jump ball.
Good heads-up play there by Mills. All right, so 6 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. There have been no points scored in the second quarter.
Eric, since we've left Dallas, the Chargers have played one game against St. James. They won by 19 points. Jarrell Martin had 28 points in that game. Brandon Sampson had 14 points, and Chad Williams had 11.
So it sounds like they really, what was the final score, do we know?
I don't know.
Sounds like they piled on pretty thoroughly.
Actually, they were down by 2 at half.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a good way to recover then. This team is definitely, you tend to know you're gonna be challenged, and people are gonna step their games up for you. And the good news is that Madison Prep has risen to the occasion so far in all non-exhibition games this year.
Right, and it's a long similar to the Notre Dame football team.
Right.
You're going to have some very close games.
Interesting choice there.
The only undefeated football team in the country.
Right you are, Gary. Right you are. Go SEC. So, back to the action. Assumption will inbound the basketball. And we have a whistle right away. It looks like it's in the act of shooting, and that's going to send Coy Smith to the line to shoot 2.
That foul's on Jarrell Martin. Not Jarrell Martin. That's on Cardell Robertson.
How many points does Jarrell Martin have at the moment?
4 points, 4 rebounds.
And that one rims out no good. Still 17-11, and Chad Williams will check into the game for Cardell Robertson. And rims out no good. Jarrell Martin rebound, and they're going to swing it on down. So there's the pass. Flip. Oh, nice pass by Justin Garner to Chad Williams underneath. Good ball movement by the Chargers there.
Excellent job by Garner there to get that ball inside to Williams.
6 minutes, 34 seconds. Oh, wow. Looks like Bell got away with a walk there, but they only got 6 pairs of eyes. I'm sorry, 6 total eyes, rather. 3 pairs of eyes. My goodness. All right. Bell steps up, pass over along the perimeter. Looks like Mills tried to work along the corner, and there's a whistle. Looks like he lost possession. Did he step out or did he walk, Perry?
He stepped out. You know what, Eric? This 5-out strategy is a pretty good strategy for the Assumption Parish team.
Well, considering the opponent, you can't go down. You just can't go down low. That's not an option. And they're really making the Chargers work.
Yes.
They're making the Chargers work, and they're also, I guess, leveraging. I don't want to say the word weakness, but certainly the least strong part of the game. Jarrell Martin with an off-balance shot from downtown. Jarrell Martin. So that'll make it 21. Was not from downtown. Correction. That looks like a long 2. So it's 21-12, 5:47 minute period, and ball's being rotated around. Bell steps up into the corner. He has Kenyatta Charles. Nice no-look pass over there to Malik Mills. Woefully short. That might have been a pass. Anyway, regardless, Dwayne Dinkins gets it in his breadbasket. He passes to Martin. Martin spin move in the lane. Whoa! Yeah! Rotates and good. Jarrell Martin, the LSU commitment, and that's just an example of what the Tigers are going to be getting next year with 5:28 remaining in the opening period. It's 23-12. Madison Prep really beginning to take charge in this game. For those of you just joining us, this is the Bruley High School Invitational here on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. We thank you for joining us this evening. If you cannot catch any Madison Prep Academy sports, we'll be having the lion's share of the games live here at LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. Jarrell Martin at the line puts one up, rims out, no good, and Chad Williams could not get the rebound. So Bruley will recover the ball, and Coy Smith will bring it up, gets the rebound. Passes over to Muse, Muse back to Smith, Smith across his body to Jordan Bell. Bell bounce pass over to Muse. Muse is being pressed a little bit. He's going to step up and swat it out of bounds by Dwayne Dinkins. So Assumption will retain possession of the basketball. 23-12, Madison Prep on top here in the second period.
Eric, I see Howard University offensive coordinator Ted White in the building today. Bruley High has a heavily recruited quarterback here by the name of Jay Kristoff. So I'm wondering if he's here to see him. He's also been at Madison Prep to check on Chad Williams, so he may be here to check out Chad.
I'll tell you what, if Howard University makes that young man an offer, they're going to get a 2-for-1. He's for that level of football, for FCS football, I think they're getting a very good recruit and a very good basketball player, too. I think they're getting the right value. He's such a dedicated athlete. Not Martin. Lazard struggling with the ball. Good alert move by Delvin Spain to recover and pass it over. Now here's Sampson. Sampson takes a step and he walks. He slipped on the floor, and you can't do that in basketball.
Great team basketball by the Chargers. I love this Charger Prep, this Madison Prep team. They're very unselfish. Everyone touched the ball at least a couple of times on that end. No one's trying to force shots. Great team basketball.
I'll tell you what, team basketball is what's going to really separate the Chargers from other teams down the stretch in February.
You're exactly right. Coach Jones is getting on them about throwing the ball out to the wing. Sealing down in the post.
There's the buzzer.
Port Allen High won the first game of this tournament. The score was like 91-28. They played St. John of Plaquemine.
Boy.
The Port Allen team is going to be a tough draw for the winner of this game tomorrow.
Pass into the corner. And we have a timeout. Looks like it's timeout by Assumption, is it?
Yeah.
Yes. So, 23-12, Madison Prep on top. It's a 30-second timeout, 4 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in the half. Madison Prep with a 3-possession lead, so they're comfortably on top right now, Perry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I anticipate them to extend this lead. And, by halftime, we should be up by 30.
Yeah, I think Assumption will find they might have bitten off a little more than they can chew. So, coming on in, here's the inbounds pass, my goodness, from Mills. Had to lob it really off of Muse. Muse is lucky he didn't pick up a travel, but I do think his foot remained on the ground. There's a bounce pass near the foul line to Mills, and we have a walk. The ref's not going to give him any love the second go-around. Michael Muse traveled, and so Madison Prep will get possession of the ball back with 4:05 to go in the half. Madison Prep on top of Assumption, 23-12. Jerome Martin with the ball at the perimeter. 3:56, 3:55 to go in the half. There's the pass back. Garner works it around. He has a Delvin Span. Span flips it over to Uric Lazard. Lazard, nice pump by Span. Span floats it. Oh, that kid's got a nice shot. Bucket by Delvin Span. Madison Prep extends the lead to 25-12.
Awesome shot by Delvin Span. Did the pump fake, one dribble to the right, knocked down the jump.
This kid's going before our very eyes. I'll tell you, nice job recovering the ball by Assumption. There's the bounce pass over off the glass. Mills couldn't put it through. You got to finish that. Jerome Martin, I don't think he's going to get the rebound because there's a foul. Looks like...
No foul. I think he is going to get the rebound. They stopped the play. The referee waited to see who got the ball. Once he saw that Madison Prep had the ball, since it was their player on the ground, he stopped play.
Gotcha. So good to have that analysis. It makes it a lot easier than just winging it. So Dennis Span gets up. He's going to be all right. He must have caught an elbow, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it looked like he fell kind of awkward there.
Yeah.
You know, you hit that funny bone and...
Right.
It's just a unique feeling.
Yeah, it's a funny feeling and not ha-ha funny.
Right.
3 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the first half. On the floor for the Chargers are Dwayne Dinkins, Brandon Sampson, Justin Garner, Uric Lazard, and Jarrell Martin. Dinkins between the legs, working his opponent, flips it high to Martin. Martin at the top of the key.
Garner's got to look for the ball when he runs that baseline. He just looked to clear out. Jarrell Martin was looking to get him to pass, but he wasn't looking at Jarrell.
Oh, Brandon Sampson saw a hole the size of Texas and slices right through it. Goes with the whip around and off the backboard and good. Madison Prep now extending the lead 27-12. And Justin Garner giving Muse a lot of heat. There's the bounce pass over to Kenyatta Charles. He finds Muse over near the top of the key. And stolen by Dwayne Dinkins. There we go. I don't think I saw. Oh, good heads-up defensive play by Corey Smith to break it up before Dinkins could put it in. What I was going to say was I don't recall seeing Dinkins steal the ball once in Dallas, and that's something he's been very menacing for the opponents here in Louisiana. So it's good to see him get back to his core strengths.
That's about his fourth one this game, yeah. His play was impressive enough in Dallas for him to get offered a scholarship by Lamar Junior College in Port Arthur, Texas, on the spot there in Dallas.
Good for Dwayne Dinkins. And Lamar that's a JUCO now, because I remember back in my day, when I was younger, it was actually, they were in the Sun Belt, but then they were talking 25, maybe 30 years ago.
Well, they have two. They have the one that's still in that conference with ULL.
ULL used to be in that conference.
Yes, they still have that one.
Wayne Dinkins with the bucket.
But there's a JUCO in Port Arthur, which is the one that we're speaking of is in Beaumont.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Bounce pass over, and good disruptive play by Dwayne Dinkins, stopping a pass under the bucket intended for Jaleel Watkins. So Assumption will retain possession, but they'll be forced to reset.
That's great for that young man, too. I don't think he really had...
Chad Williams with the block, and that will...
Nice reaction.
Haven't lost it all there. But I'm happy for him if he has not had any offers to date. You know,
right.
I mean, sometimes a kid just needs a break. Oh, Williams slaps in there, and Cardell Robertson has it. Well, he got slapped. You can hear it from here, but they're going to let him hustle. And Assumption is going to be rewarded for their tough play and get the ball back. Brandon Sampson could not hang on to the bailout pass from Robertson.
back to Dinkins. Madison Preparatory Academy is a college preparatory high school, so we try to prepare all of our kids to go to college, although that's not the route that all of them ultimately end up taking.
Sure.
And I'm not sure that without a scholarship offer that Dwayne Dinkins would have been college bound.
Right. It's I don't know the young man's academic situation, but I'm guessing just by the fact you said that he probably had some issues there. And you know what? That's one of the good things about athletics. You augment your body and mind, and you can use your athletic skills to sometimes make up for what you don't have in the books for whatever reason, and get opportunities. And that's life.
And sometimes,
nice swat by Chad Williams. Dwayne Dinkins gets the carom. Justin Garner, good job by that kid. Going up, did he pick? No, he's going to pick up the charge. 1:13 to go in the period. But yeah, that's one of the great things about sports. And so here's a young man now who might not have gotten to go to college at all. Now he gets a chance to play basketball, continue to practice something that he's very good at. You never know if he might grow or develop very quickly, and what the future holds for him. And now he has a chance to get his foot in the door at a real college and get a post-secondary education.
That's exactly right. And some people mature at different times.
That's right.
Even academically.
That's right.
So the 2-year extension of his education may.
Brandon Sampson on a nice slice through the lane on the assist by Dwayne Dinkins.
Who knows what that may lead to?
Exactly.
And the young man's a solid student athlete as well. It's not like he's a troubled athlete academically. I just don't think that he had ever envisioned himself on a university's campus.
And so now this opportunity, certainly, I'm sure, wants to continue playing basketball, and not puts him there. There's no cost to him out of pocket.
Right.
No student loans, none of that, going through FAFSA. I'm 37 years old, and I will have a relationship with the federal government for years to come. So good for him. Cordell Robertson off with the rim, and my goodness, takes the pass, puts it up, and in good. 15 seconds to go. This is more than likely the final possession of the period.
Well, actually, I think Assumption has done well to keep it to just a 21-point lead by the Chargers. Remember, I predicted 30, so.
Yeah, what's disturbing is they haven't scored a single point in this period.
1 point. They ended the period with 11 points in the first period, so they had one from the line.
There's the pass out, and from downtown, rims out, no good. That will be the end of the period. The score. Yeah, Madison Prep Academy Chargers leading Assumption by the score of 33-12. This is Eric Hatfield, Louisiana All-AmericanSports.com. Very, any observations, I guess, in that first half to share with our list of viewers?
Yeah, the Assumption strategy, because they're so undersized, worked well for the early part of the first quarter, but as time went on in the basketball game, the athleticism of the Madison Prep Chargers took over, and they are clearly the better basketball team in this competition.
It certainly appears that way. 1 point in the period, that's rough, especially when you get a trip to the foul line.
Right.
They just, every shot they put up was contested, and the few open looks they got just didn't fall. That's a recipe for defeat, especially against a team of this caliber.
Eric, I see Ralston Morris, and he's coming over this way. Think maybe we can get an interview with him. Find out what's going on with his basketball career, and see if what he's learned from his Madison Prep stint, what's carrying over to his college playing career.
Before we jump to the Rooster, do we have stats on Jarrell Martin?
We do have stats on Jarrell Martin. We have a total of 8 points and 5 rebounds for Jarrell Martin.
So that is our score at the half. Madison Prep comfortably on top. So we are joined by a visitor from Madison Prep's past. We have Mr. Ralston Morris, a.k.a. the Rooster. Barry's got good eyes, and Barry saw you there in the crowd. So look, man, tell us, how's everything going? What's going on with you?
It's doing good, I just came off knee surgery, so I got redshirted this year. So I'm just working on and getting ready for next year.
That'll extend you, give you another year of eligibility, correct?
Yes.
Now, if I remember correctly, you're at Baton Rouge Community College, is that right? No? Delgado. Right. All right, I'm getting warm. I can only hold so much of this time around. You tell me how it is in the Big East. It's great to make the trip up here tonight.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's a very loving country. You get used to it very fast.
All right. Now, what is y'all's mascot? Is that the Dolphins?
Yes.
Okay. How are y'all doing this year?
Oh, we're doing good. We are 4-3 right now.
How are you enjoying basketball at the post-high school level?
Oh, it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. It's a little step up with the practice stuff. It's more demanding, but besides that, I'm determined to do it. So,
all right. What are you majoring in?
Accounting.
Good for you. How you liking this classes so far, man?
Oh, it's easy. I'm actually doing better than college.
Oh, wow. Oh, you got off the line. Oh, accounting was real for me in college, man. Good on you, man.
We just spoke about how people mature academically at different times. So maybe you've reached your maturity point now to where you're ready to go on with this education thing.
Yeah, man, accounting is real good for you, though, man. There's a lot of demand for accountants. There are a lot of companies that clearly need them.
Always gonna have a job.
Yes, you're always activity on Wall Street. You'll have plenty of opportunities. That's fantastic, man. So, tell me, have you kept up with some of your teammates who've departed from, teammates, period, actually, be it still here or from last year's team?
Oh, yeah, I keep up with DJ. He had Louisiana College. He got redshirted too. I keep up with Roman because Roman, he's at Dillon.
Oh, good for him. Okay, all right, great. Now, Louisiana College, help me out. Where's it at?
Pine. Yes, in North Louisiana.
Okay, all right.
Near Alexandria.
Okay, gotcha. We saw DJ. He made the trip down to catch a tournament game earlier this year, so I'm really heartened to see that you alums, are coming back and still keeping up with the team, with the program. That's really great. It speaks to what Madison Prep is. All right, look, I know you didn't come in to talk to us all night, so it's fantastic seeing you again, man. You can sit down and chat with Perry a little more if you like.
I'm going to go get us some water.
Okay, all right, and I'm going to go. All right, great. Well, Rooster, it's good seeing you again. That was Ralston Morris, a.k.a. Rooster. He was a young man on the team last year who, I'm glad to see good things happen for him. He has one of the best vertical leaps for a guy his size. I don't even know if he's much more than 6 feet tall, maybe 6'1" at the most, but this is a young man who can jump out of the gym. So if you're a recruiter, if you're a D1 coach, you're looking for a guard who can leap vertically with a very good shot, Ralston Morris at Delgado Community College in New Orleans is a guy you want to keep your eyes on. Keep a handle on him. I had the pleasure of watching this young man play last year. I think he's very talented. So I certainly wish him the best. It's really good of him to join us here on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com and keep up with his school all the way in Bruley, Louisiana for this tournament. It's the middle of the week. It's not easy for these kids. I will tell you, when I was a freshman in college, I didn't have the luxury of that kind of time as much as I wanted to keep up with my high school. So good for him. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. Warming up. I cannot see the logos from here. It looks like Iberville. Is that Iberville warming up already? Yeah, sure is.
Yeah, so we played.
Okay. I'm going to go, I guess, get Coach Jones' 2 cents, and we'll be back in about 4 minutes for the start of the second half here at action very shortly. Had a chance to speak with Coach Jeff Jones in between periods. Here's what he had to say.
Hatfield for LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. I'm here with Coach Jeff Jones of the Madison Prep Academy Chargers. Coach, you guys really put the screws to Assumption there in the second period. I've been privy to a lot of halftime speeches, but this one had to be one of the more positively charged ones, I'm guessing, huh?
It was positive. I didn't fuss at them. We've been playing long enough to know what you did wrong. We know we didn't come out with great energy. Second quarter, we did better help at 1 point.
Right.
I just told them, if you want to be in the elite team, you cannot come out flat. You always got to come out with a lot of energy.
It's hard to point out. I didn't see too many negatives in that second period. We got here a little late for the first quarter. So if you were to give our listeners or viewers the elevator speech of the pros and cons, what did you see that was good and could be better?
First period, we just came out flat. Came out like we just woke up. We gave up a lot of second chance shots to those guys, and we had several careless turnovers. And our energy wasn't great. The second half, we did a much better job of taking care of the ball, and we came out playing with a whole lot more energy.
All right, Coach. Well, I'll let you get back to work. Best of luck in the second half. Thanks so much. That was Coach Jeff Jones. We'll be back to the action very shortly.
So about a minute away from the start of the second half, Madison Prep with a commanding 29-point lead. I don't think the question is whether or not they'll win. The question is by how much will they win. And as Coach Jones said, if you want to be an elite team, you have to come out with energy. So the question really is how much energy will the Chargers come out with in the second half? When you have a chance to put your opponent away, you got to put your foot on their throats. And I believe that's what Coach Jones would like to see out of his team in the second half. They clearly outman this team in every way. They're giving up absolutely nothing inside, and matter of fact, they gave up next to nothing in the second period. So the question here is can they keep the energy going when they clearly have a big advantage over their opponent? So we're about to start the half. And here we go. Dwayne Jenkins will take the opening possession for the Chargers, and we are underway. Jenkins with the crossover, flips it over to Martin near the top of the key. Martin passes over to Sampson. Sampson swings it around to Chad Williams. Good pass to Lazard. Lazard swings it to Martin. Excellent job. Puts up a shot, but there's Chad Williams. Johnny in the spot for the rebound. Lazard gets Williams missed it, and he gets it taken out of his hands. Good job there by Coy Smith, and he moves it down court. There's the pass over. Lazard swats it away. Jenkins almost made a heck of a save. It will stay with Assumption. And Michael Muse with the ball. As they slow it down, and looks like I believe a kickball. Is that what happened, Perry?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Chad Williams attempted to spread his reach, and looks like a little shoe polish got on the ball. Jordan Bell swings it over. They're working the perimeter again. Coy Smith passes over to Malik Mills from downtown. 3-point shot, and just like that, Assumption has tripled its output from the second quarter in less than a minute. That's progress.
That is progress.
I think the Assumption coach would appreciate my definition of it, but hey, this is a Madison Prep friendly channel. And it's stolen, and get that out of here. Joel Martin rejects Coy Smith, and Dwayne Jenkins got the ball after it ricocheted around. I'm going to assume, based on my conversation with Coach Jones, that he was not too pleased with that first minute of action.
No, the Chargers didn't get a whole lot of rebounds. The first minute of this half, or
the first minute of the period, I mean.
Of this period.
Okay, I got you. He's talking about coming out. He said, we can't come out flat. We have to come out with a lot of energy. He said that was what they did well in the second period, and you saw just kind of some sloppy turnovers right there, which will kill you in any game.
In the first quarter, the Chargers gave up a lot of rebounds, offensive rebounds to Assumption. So I'm sure he didn't want a repeat of that.
And we have a hold called against, I think it's against Malik Strike. Yeah, it is against Malik Mills. So Brandon Sampson will inbound from the baseline. There's the pass to Williams. Williams over to Garner. Garner over to Sampson from downtown. Rims out, goes over the goal. Rebound, Chad Williams. Johnny on the spot again. Jarrell Martin from downtown, no good. Sampson with a good effort at the rebound. Couldn't quite hang on, though. So Mills will get the rebound for his team. Chad Williams with 2 offensive rebounds in the period so far. So he's definitely nice floater by Jordan Bell. I don't think they saw that coming.
No, I didn't see that coming.
No, me neither. So the scout from Howard has got to be pleased with what he's seen so far in the first 2 minutes and change of this period out of Chad Williams. Lazard with the basketball, top of the key. Looking, he's being pressured a little bit by Mills. Finally puts it on the ground. Gets it over to Martin. He had to be awfully close to those 5 seconds. There's a pass to Sampson. Back to Martin. Martin takes it around to near half court. Martin passes over to Williams. Williams to Lazard. He bottles it. He wasn't ready for the pass. And they're going to take advantage of that. Corey Smith with the pass over to Charles. Charles misses. And Lazard gets the rebound. So he makes up for the turnover by helping his team get the ball back. Garner, silly pass by Garner. He knew he had no chance of that. Swatted by Bell. Ends up in Charles' hands. So Bell will get the steal. Passes over from way downtown. Rims out, no good. Michael Muse, rebound Chad Williams. That's his 3rd rebound in as many minutes in this period.
It's difficult to maintain focus in games like this, Eric, when you have such a considerable lead. Good call by the referee. Yes, he took an additional step. Great call. And Jarrell's done that a couple of times. Coach Tory Boyer will get him in the gym and work on that. And by next week or so, we'll see that eliminated from his game.
I haven't seen Coach Boyer on the bench lately. Where's he been at?
Well, Coach Boyer has a job in a plant. So he has a career.
Right. He has a day job or a night job in this case.
That's correct.
And to the line, is that basket going to count with 4:30 to go in the period? Yes, it will. So that will make the score Madison Prep 33 and Assumption 19 here in the 3rd period on Louisiana All-AmericanSports.com. To the line is Malik Mills. He will shoot 1 apparently on the and 1, and that shot is good. So it's 33-20 now, as Assumption tries to cut a little bit into this lead. They have a very long way to go though. Dwayne Dinkins with the basketball. 4:33 to go in the 3rd period. Jarrell Martin with the basketball. With the basketball. Being guarded closely by Corey Smith. Dwayne Dinkins with the ball. Over to Uric Lazard. Lazard, nice pass. Sampson had to skip off his fingertips. The play up to the point of the missed pass was executed very well. That's one of those things that happens.
The Chargers have come out really sloppy this second half, and I'm sure that's not going to make Coach Jones happy.
I'm pretty confident it will not. And the thing on that one, too, it's not like Sampson wasn't bucket is good by Corey Smith. It's not like Sampson wasn't looking for the ball. It wasn't like it wasn't like a mental error. Just didn't catch it. Dwayne Dinkins with the ball. 3:39, 3:38 to go. Chad Williams with the pump fake passes back to Dinkins, and it's being rotated around. Williams finds Martin there near the post. Back to Williams. Williams with the pump fake. Steps up, loses control. Stolen Jordan Bell. And Bell short. And fighting for it. Assumption still holds on though. That's Mills. Get that out of here, says Martin. That's a block shot. 3:14 to go. Corey Smith was fouled. It's on Martin. I guess they're saying they got him. I don't know if it's foul. I think he called it on 22 on Martin. It was a gesture near the shoulder. I guess he's saying he slapped him. No, it's on Lazard. I stand corrected. Had to be, because I didn't think Jarrell Martin was anywhere near the play.
Okay. I'm going to tentatively give it to Lazard.
Stolen. Chad Williams. Nice job on the inbounds pass. Passes over. Jarrell Martin with the J. Jarrell Martin. On the assist by Chad, the steal and assist by Chad Williams. Well, I'll tell you what, if in-person performance, you only get so many chances to make a first impression. Williams has definitely done his job here, especially in the 3rd period. And it was going to roll out of bounds on Madison Prep, so Assumption will keep the ball. It was deflected, I want to say by Dinkins, though I'm not sure. 35-22 in favor of Madison Prep.
I'm impressed with this Assumption team. Well, it's really us. We're shooting ourselves in the foot, but whatever the reason, they're still hanging around.
Right, they're holding on. Inbounded to Dwayne Dinkins, swings it over to Sampson. Ball from about 22, 23 feet. Rims out no good. Rebound Jordan Bell. 2:44 to go in the period. Coy Smith with the basketball. They're going to swing it around to Muse. Muse going to kick it downtown. Charles, it's good. Kenyatta Charles. So they made this a 12-point game, which I wouldn't get too excited if I'm an Assumption fan, but it's still manageable.
These young men have a lot of pride, Eric.
Yeah, no one's going to roll over anybody. You know, you're going to go out there and give it your best, and that's how upsets happen. I don't think it's going to happen tonight. It's Jarrell Martin buries one downtown on the assist from Brandon Sampson. 2:11, 2:10 to go in the period. But you certainly, like you said, you have pride and you want to make your opponent work. As Jordan Bell puts up a low one, Jarrell Martin with the rebound. Passes to Williams. Williams over to a 1-2 step to Robertson and good. 1:53 to go in the period. Madison Prep really padding on that lead now. It's 40 to 25. Madison Prep on top. 1:43, 1:42 remaining in the third period.
Not a lot of stoppage in play. This game's going by really quickly.
This period has been very fluid. Brandon Sampson with the ball. There's the pass over to Martin. Martin with a nice move to the other side of his ball. Oh, he's on a roll. Yeah. He is on a roll. Jarrell Martin with the shot from the wing. That was about 16, maybe 17 feet, and is now 42 to 25 in favor of Madison Prep. 1:14 to go in the period. Jordan Bell trying to pass Brandon Sampson and slapped out of bounds by Jarrell Martin. So not in my house, says Mr. Martin.
Wow, he looks so comfortable pulling that jumper now, Eric.
He does, and it's going all net, no rim, which means it is right. He's getting a good look, and he's getting the right rotation of the ball. And for 6'10", 6'9", oh boy, he's going to be tough at the SEC level. LSU definitely did its work. Give Johnny Jones credit. Stolen, Brandon Sampson. 55 seconds remaining in the period. Sampson over to Martin. Martin off the glass and good on the assist on Brandon Sampson. That's the second Sampson to Martin assist in transition. There's in this period. Pass over to Bell. Bell. Something got off Martin's foot. It did. 38.6 remaining in this period.
After this game, I think we have the Bruley High Panthers taking on the East Iberville Tigers.
Stolen, Brandon Sampson, that's his third steal of the period. Brandon Sampson with the J. The freshman, Brandon Sampson, and extends the lead. 46 for Madison Prep, 25 for Assumption.
He's a sophomore, Eric.
I gotta get that together. Gotta get that. He looks so doggone young. I'm sorry, the sophomore Brandon Sampson in his first year of high school basketball. He'd be college's equivalent, I suppose, of a redshirt freshman.
Pretty much. Except he really only still has 3 years.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. 10.4 to go in the period. 46-25. Ball is inbounded to Muse. Muse passes over to that's Mills. Back to Muse. Muse back to he should have gone for it. Mills jacks up a shot from downtown, falls short. 46-25 the score at the end of the third period. Perry, what I guess can we take away from that third quarter of action?
Not a very good third quarter for the Madison Prep Chargers at all. With too many turnovers, gave up too many easy baskets to the Assumption Parish High School team. They've got to clean that up. The Charger coaching staff always want the Chargers playing at their highest level. So they're not going to be pleased with that at all. Not at all, Eric.
Yeah, that's they actually gave up. Let's see, they had 13 points. They've given up more points in that third period than they had in the first half. Right, exactly. So, yeah, as you pointed out, especially when you're dealing with young people, I think just people in general, it's really hard to keep your foot on the gas when you're pummeling your opponent like that. But, you got to play for the next level. You got to play for the next stop, and the ultimate goal is February. If you're going to win a state championship, you got to keep that foot on the gas. You got to keep your foot on your opponent's neck, so to speak, constantly.
Because you're going to play better opponents than this.
Absolutely. So 46-25, Madison Prep with a 21-point lead at the start of the fourth quarter.
Speaking of which, next week, the Glen Oaks Panthers come to Madison Avenue.
That is going to be epic. They gave Glen Oaks a heck of a fight last year. Stolen, Jarrell Martin. Passes over to Williams. Williams, the 1-2 step off the glass and good. Chad Williams on the assist from Jarrell Martin. And that is how we get this fourth quarter underway. So it's 7:30. What's our Jarrell watch?
Jarrell, 16 points, 6 rebounds.
16 points, 6 rebounds. So still has a double-double to shoot for. But it's going. There's a bucket by Assumption. That was Jordan Bell again. So back to the action. Brandon Sampson with the ball. 7:07 to go in the fourth. Pass to Williams. Dumps it to Jarrell Martin near the foul line. Back over to Sampson from downtown. Rims out no good. He got a good look at it. Just couldn't get it to fall. Rebound by Micah Mills. He's going to pass it over to Corey Smith, and they're going to restart their offense. With the ball is Michael Muse. Muse passes. It's Corey Smith with a 1-2 step contested. Handled by Cordell Robertson. He kind of underhands the ball into the bucket. That's a combination of a good job by Smith and probably not the wisest foul in the world by Robertson. That was a low percentage shot by any standard.
Well, you know, Cordell Robertson, true first year of high school basketball, and that was a young player's mistake.
I mean, if anything, and actually, if you look at the way the ball went in, the way he contested the shot, he might have actually helped the shooter by taking a little bit off the ball. So Assumption puts that one in the hole. So there's now Madison Prep leading 48-29 here in the fourth quarter. And oh wow, I'm sorry folks, before we can get back down the court, Chad Williams puts one up. Rebound by Assumption. There's a pass over to Charles. Charles back to wow, from downtown. Michael Hughes on the assist by Kenyatta Charles, and the Assumption. They're getting some offense on the board. It's now, sorry, that's not from downtown. That was only a 2-point shot, but it's now 30-48. And there's Madison Prep. They put one up downtown. Chad Williams gets the rebound. Stolen by Kenyatta Charles. There's the bounce pass over, and it's disrupted. And Assumption will maintain possession of the ball as Brandon Sampson got a hand in there to stop the transition pace by Assumption.
This is a feisty Assumption team here. They're just undermanned. They're undersized, but they play with a lot of desire.
Well, they are not quitting. They are not. That's, you know what, that's what you're supposed to do at the high school level. And the thing is, I guess, back to your point you made earlier in the third, while it's hard for a team with superior length and superior physical skills and you're way on top and you're winning by a lot of points, is while it's kind of hard to keep your foot on the gas, especially dealing with young people, it's hard for you to take your foot off the gas when you have some talent, and clearly these guys have some fundamental skills, and you're losing. You have something to prove, and they're gonna hang in there, you know, until Madison Prep, until they flatline them.
Great job by the Assumption coach.
And ball bounces around.